So I'm just sitting here and I'm like thinking, right? I'm like, God is awesome. But then I'm like, so thinking about demons and witches and warlocks or the Nephilim, half breeds, that the spirits that were roaming around looking for homes that take over the children and the animals. And it's like, who choose time and time again to not appreciate life or the opportunity. But then I'm thinking about like the final judgment and how there's going to be consequences. And again, so like God is such a great father, and but it's so sad. Like it makes me so sad because as a parent, right? Like imagine one of your kids goes missing. Imagine one of your kids goes missing, let alone all of those kids. Like all of them. And again, trying to let them learn, to grow, to be different. Because I was thinking about this too. Like I made a video too about like something about angels and demons hating people because of free will, right? And I'm thinking, and it like sometimes people and entities complicate things so much because you're just like, but you have free will too. Like, what are you jealous of? Because you fell because of your choice. It's all about choosing, right? This is why the last becomes first and the first becomes last. So it's not even a favoritism. They're like not even getting it. It's like, why wouldn't you just see it was a choice? You chose to fall. You knew better. Even when man falls, it's usually out of ignorance. But again, God still doesn't have favorites. It's a choice. It's what you do with the lessons or the blessings or the losses. And every day you can say, God, I'm sorry. I did wrong. Being like, and I was thinking about it too. It's like the kid with their hand in the cookie jar, right? They're just like, Shaggy, it wasn't me. And you're like, but I got you on camera. And they're like, no, it wasn't me. Or here's all the reasons why it's your fault that I stole the cookie and my hand got caught in the jar. But it makes me so sad because it's like, so there's the prophecy, the 144,000. And when you think about, so I was sitting here thinking about like being special, like how special it is to be such a part of this world, like all the good and all the bad, or to be one of the chosen, like if you're chosen one, right? So I'm sitting here thinking like to be chosen to be a part of this before time even existed, like with all of it, it's just like such a overwhelmingly special thing to be a part of. But to know that, first I was sad because I'm like, well, 144,000 isn't that many in the scheme of animals and people and spirits and entities and demons and witches and warlocks and fathers and sons and mothers and daughters and trees and birds and every animal and species. Like the amazing part, like Cat Williams said something about like the greatness of God could come up with a cow that had to have seven stomachs, that had to have cud, that had to have tits. And again, I was like thinking too, I'm like, something about how God, like people think they won, or the devils or the demons or the entities that are like, got them, tricky, I've been getting away with it, and God's like, got you. He literally orchestrates like everything and such this perfectly. Like, and again, I was trying to think of, I was like, it's crazy. And then I'm like, no, it's not crazy. It's amazing. But then I'm like, oh my God, amazing doesn't even do it justice, right? And even words like astronomical or cosmic, it's there's not even a word to describe the magnitude of awesomeness and how many steps ahead he had to see. And then again, to be like, I'm like 1 minute crying. I'm like, because it's so tough to could you imagine losing one kid, let alone all those kids? But then thinking too in schemes of like, oh, 144,000, that's not a lot. But then you're like, to be one of those is so special. But then to see like 144,000, like what an amazing, that's a big number. That's a lot. You can do a lot with that. So to have that many that chose God, that God chose so that we can build new things. Um, because again, it was never a matter of if, it was when. But and then to know the time is here, and to be like really a part of that. So like It's just a lot, and I hope everybody I wish they would see it. And it's really not that complicated. And again, so they had free will. They just keep choosing wrongs. And then just like with humans and kids and parents and at jobs and in society, there's rules, there's consequences, there's justice, there's luck, and there's grace and mercy and strength and all the things that make life just a beautiful chaos of the loop, right? The up and the down, the good and the bad. It's just all this beautiful cosmic dance that he foresaw and created. And then not only created it, he went through it. Like he's experiencing it. So he's like, it's not, oh, it's just so, you know, amazing to, and again, that's with myself. I'm like, this is why I was so loyal to people in so many ways. Like, thinking like, oh my God, I see you at your worst. I'm with you in your worst. I'm with you. I'm literally with you. And then to know that that wasn't good enough to some, or that their eyes were on something wicked, or again, worse, hiding something wicked. Like God can't see everything. It's like knowing that your parent has like all five, like literally psychic, like can manipulate time to go back and check, like rewind the tape. Who literally wrote the script. It's like, no, it's just so silly. And like, and then when you realize like we're God's kids and that we're all growing and and some of us are just always stubborn little kids. And it's just such, when they say, there's a saying like, such is life. And it's usually to something bad, but it's like, I think it's something amazing. Such is life. It's just like, just I don't know, just an amazing united ball of the best and the worst, like the tango of destruction and rebirth, and again, how patient and kind, and again, people just take the littlest things for granted, but it are huge things. So yeah.